Hello. Hello, people. Manners respect as usual. Manners respect, enough, enough. Hope everybody is doing good. Welcome to the new month. And the new month is orange. I hope you all celebrate on a April 1st celebration because I don't know some people still send me um all Fools Days thing. It's not so prevalent like it used to be. It's not funny. People not really into it anymore because people figure out that they might get tricked every day. So people just say, you know what? There's enough foolishness that go on in today's society for for us to continue. So people don't know so it's a new month and it's all about the truth. The truth be told. What is it being told, people? Why some of the stuff that we may find out. They say the lie is so, I don't know if it's important, but it's so strong. The lie is so blatant. The lie is so, the lie is not real, but it's so real. The lie is not true, but it's so real. Cause people tell lies so much, coming like say it real. People tell so much like it coming like say it real, people. And the funny thing about it is people believe it. That's the sad thing. People believe the lie. People believe the lie, run with the lie. It's a lie in society. Lies hurt. Yeah, people lie really hurt. People say the truth hurt. No. The truth give you clarity, understanding. That's what the truth gives you. Lie hurts. In not every sense of the way a lie hurt. But the person that might tell a lie no see it so. Why people past, present and future, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, say every day is coming like say, what's up AI? We have to go deal with AI eventually, But big up yourself, AI. We definitely have to go talk later. But people, past, present, that might change. Same thing I gone in the past, or the same thing I gone now. It's just a lot of people are wise up and talk out against what's happening. Remember saying in the past, and a few people talk up against what going on. Many people never agree with it, but enough people never say nothing at all. Everybody just see atrocity are going on and just love it. And again, many times people will benefit from certain things, them not go talk against it. Them not go against evil. And again, if if the people them are evil are up against people don't look at them as human, then it's not gonna change. But now what's happening? You see people and see people attack up, you see people are protest, you see people are do a little bit more than nothing. Come say anything what you do, it's always more than nothing. Every sense of the way, everything what you do, it's always more than nothing. Conversation them I have with some kings, it's for us to keep on doing it, people. We have to keep on pushing against the forces of evil. Remember, evil have no color, just have a form. So, anyways, people, so there's this situation. This young lady, she went to the like the dentist, not the dentist. She went to like a place where you get your blood check, and people tell say the past, present is the same. How we deal with it can change the future. That's one of the biggest things I say. So this is the story again. I tell you so the place that I'm get, I find these information. I find this by itself, right? I found this content where the lady attack. She videotape the turn on her camera in the room where it's happening, and I find it by itself, but it's the reaction them that the people them react to the situation, right? Now this is Nana Sim TV again. We find it on, and I didn't find it. Well, I know the young lady name now, so I don't know if she's on TikTok or on Instagram, but I'm gonna find her later on. Because again, these are always part one and part two, and this is part one of as we proceed, and the truth must be told, right? So it's gonna be the truth series. So we're gonna take it up where the girl is in the office.
Um, can you tell me what's wrong with this sample?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Can you understand as a Black woman why I would have a problem with that?
Yeah, I can double check who.
How could that be a mistake? Because this King, that's my last name, right? Comma would be my first name, correct?
Yeah.
How do you misspell Kiera as Kong? That's insane.
Yeah, I can double check who did that. I'm honestly not sure who printed that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Previously, we've never had like any sort of issue like that. I understand where
Yeah.
you're coming from.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire right now. Like that's unacceptable. And even if it is a typo, which like if they want to pull that and say that that's what it was, how? Seriously?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure how that happened.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So are you able to like go in and see like like who did it, what? Because that was that in my chart. How does that happen?
Let me double check. No, like that's not anywhere in the chart. I do see your name is listed here as King, which let me see.
Right. Like that's like reportable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Let me just try to get more information. Okay? I do apologize. Again, it wasn't me who like printed that label.
I understand.
I'm not sure how it happened.
I understand. I cannot walk out of this office without raising that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Up as a concern because what do you mean? That's a Black woman comes into, right,
Mhm.
doctor's office seeking care to be taken care of, and they receive.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh,
Let me just try to get a little bit more info, okay?
Thank you.
I'll be right back. Medical assistant helping you today?
It was, I see that I put the name incorrect on there. It wasn't really my intentions to do that. Your name on there is not what it seems on there. Like I did mention to her, and she did mention to me that you want this all recorded. That is
Okay, people, I'm telling you, same time I got the doctor, you know, them check your name 6 or 7 or 8 times. And check it with your ID, then check it, then check it, then check it. So if you print somebody name totally wrong. Plus, when you listen to our name is so long compared to the name we should write. That's the first proof, people. Not telling us that sometimes, you know, that's the first proof that something wrong. As we proceed, people.
totally fine. It wasn't really my intention to put your name like that. I did give it to you, and we were double checking it to see if it was incorrect or correct. We didn't mention anything.
We didn't double check anything. You said, have you done a sample
Yeah,
like
I
this
said, have you
before?
done a sample, and then I gave it to you, and you went to the restroom.
Correct. So why are you saying that we were checking the name?
We were checking the name because I asked if it was incorrect or
No, you didn't.
But tell us once a lie, you gotta lie, people. I'm telling you, say it. Well, I'm just a showing, you know, it's just, you see why me just say, me take off the first, I'm taking the first off because there's so much lie, people. There's, now what she did was spell her name King Kong, right? She spelled her name King Kong, and then she goes, it was a spelling mistake. Then she said, no, she said they checked the name. When she printed off, they checked the name. And and pretty much she agreed to it. As we proceed, people, sometimes we tell you certain things that them simple but them deep, you know. As we proceed, people.
we were checking the name because I asked if it was incorrect or
No, you didn't.
Okay, but
No, you did not.
Okay.
You said, we walked through the door. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Correct me if I'm wrong. We walked through the door. You said, have you done a sample like this before? I said, no. And then, or I said, yes. And then you said, okay. And then you opened the door. Right?
You opened the door and I gave it to you.
Correct.
Yeah,
So when did we check the
and
name?
then I gave it to you, and then like I said, it wasn't my intention. I literally just checked my computer just now to see the name, and I was like, I know why she's upset because I put the name on there incorrect. But like I mentioned to her, and I'm gonna mention to you, if you feel some type of way of how I wrote it, and you want to report me, that is totally fine. But like I'm saying it to both of you, it was really not my intention to put that on there.
So here's my thing. One, I don't understand how you could mistype something like that. I don't understand how you can write Kong instead of Kiera. How did you mistype that?
I was typing. To be honest, I typed really fast.
That's what I'm saying. Kiera. Kiera. Kong. That's not even close. That's not even close. And then listen, people. Oh my goodness. I just I said people. Sometimes, you know, It's just because it seems like we are always the butt of the joke. As we proceed, people.
How did you mistype
I
that?
was typing. To be honest, I type really fast. I don't double check when I'm typing really fast. I did put your name on there, but for some reason it went to an error. But like I mentioned to you, it was in
So it
my.
autocorrected from care to con. That's crazy.
But
And then additionally, what I have a problem with now is that you're straight up fabricating that we checked the name on the bottle when we did.
Autocorrect. Korea, Korea to Kong. Just get bad to worse, people. As we proceed.
Did we check the name on the bottle?
Like I said, for me, I did check it and I checked it with you, but you.
So you checked it. So you made a typo. You were typing really fast, and then you checked it, and then.
No, I didn't check it. I just put
So
it
now
on
you
there.
didn't check it.
I didn't check it. I just.
This is ridiculous. I'm done with this conversation. Please give me her name, and I will report it. Thank you.
I'll give you my name right now.
To the woman whose blood test came back with the wrong label on it, and they changed her name to King Kong when her last name is Kong, and they just put King Kong like they couldn't spell Kiera. Better than me, because I would have tore that office up. First of all, the lady that did it is right there laughing and playing in your face. That's for one. I don't know who did it. It must have been a typo. You know who did it. You know who did it. I would have showed them who King Kong was today. I would have King Konged her in that doctor's office. See, they think they can just get away with just doing or portraying people how the fuck they want to. Sue for emotional distress. Sue them for something.
Yes, that's what I'm saying though, people. You can't make violence be the only way. You don't have to use on a paper, on a mouth. Because I'm telling you, say, if she going down and beat up them at woman, you know, yes, them do something wrong, but I'm telling you, say, she's gonna get the wrong at the end of the day because we always do. And no matter if we 3 times right, and then we 3 times wrong and we 1 time right. Them still I get the right. So in a them situation that people may always say, if you do certain things in a certain situation, it's not gonna make situation better. Just gonna make situation worse. So I'm glad the way she handled the situation first of all, or she talked to them people there. She have our videotape just like when we used to do people at them situation me talk about with videotape. These are the situation people say doesn't happen. So when them a situation are gone, me encouraging if you have no evidence. Instead of videotaping nonsense. So using video camera it can be used in a right way. As we proceed.
Them for something. They playing in your face, and they probably have done it to other people. Or if she didn't do it, the person who did do it probably was probably over there kiki laughing about it because you thought, okay, nobody was gonna see it. Why the fuck would you have King Kong on there like?
Tell me y'all have seen by now. I saw it this morning, so I wanted to give it a little time to make its way around, the whole TikTok airways. But it was a story of a black lady and she was recording it. So I listened to it like what she recorded from the lab tech. A lady came in, and from reading from the comments, y'all, I knew. Well, I didn't even have to read the comments when I listened to the woman and her backpedaling of comments. It immediately stood out to me in the fact that I knew that she was motherfucking lying. She had gotten caught in typical, when you call out white people on their bullshit fashion, they're of course gonna try to, feign ignorance, play dumb, give you these dumbass excuses, and then seem surprised when you're unwilling and make it known that you're unwilling to accept the ridiculousness of their excuses. Instead of her, I would have felt so much better for that woman, for Kiera King, if the lab tech had at least said, "Ma'am, I'm sorry." Now she was gonna get in trouble. I feel either way because I could tell that Kiera was not just gonna let this go, and just act like shrug it off, oh gosh, I don't want to get you because the girl, you knew she was gonna be in trouble for because she kept saying, I know you probably want to report it, but I just didn't, and even though the girl before, so you knew that they were in on it together because of the way that they were talking and handling.
Michael's lowest prices of the
Yes, people. Again, how a people feel when they're upset doesn't erase the point they're trying to make, right? Again, this lady, she was calm in the situation, but when we listen to the situation, right, we know that's not how it is, right? We know say them deliberately type it on wrong, disrespectful, right? And she has the evidence. As we proceed, people.
And handling, and when she went and got it. I love the fact that Kiera doubled down on the fact that, and she cut her off because that she let her get more chatty with her than I would have now. Now, granted, I'm a part-time psycho, but I think Kiera handled that wonderfully. In the fact that I knew that, hey, like, baby, just keep coming so you can get to your, De Niro lady later. And she did because she recorded. She didn't show their face or anything. She just recorded like the verbal conversation of them literally giving her or trying to give her a plethora of excuses as to why. But all the nurses and people that do stuff like this that work in that type of field said that it's impossible. So that you have to check, then double check, and you got to look at some more stuff. But the fact that she was sitting there holding her tube with her name, and it had King Kong on it, y'all. King Kong. This woman's name is Kiera King, and she tried to make it seem like it was a typo. She tried to give us some excuse about, maybe she gets overlooked. Then she tried to tell her that they had looked at it together, and Kiera was like, "You just said." I mean, it was obvious, y'all, that she was motherfucking bullshit. Bravo, Kiera King. Bravo. You don't let nobody, especially no fucking group of white people, label you as no motherfucking King Kong and shrug it off or play blind to it as if you didn't see it. We done with that shit, y'all. And these new generation of um fucking around and find.
Can you tell me what's wrong with the? As a medical assistant, that was purposely done. No. As a medical assistant, you learn. You have to verify all the information. You verify the first and last name, date of birth, especially if you're going to do an exam. And isn't that too? Come on now. That I don't know how they do it in San Diego, but here in Arizona, we have to do that. And I am surprised that the girl had even the nerve and the audacity to go back over there to say, "I apologize, it was a mistake." There's no mistake in it. Kiara is totally different from Kong. You did that on purpose. You did that on purpose, and you should be dealt with. As a medical assistant, you are embarrassing. You're embarrassing us. We already get a bad rap, and people like you make us look bad. You're not a professional. You violated HIPAA, and you know that you did wrong. You should apologize to that person, and you should actually freaking actually apologize because who knows who else done that too. But that is the most wrongest thing you ever done. You should not even work in the medical field. You should quit. You do not belong in the medical field. Doing things like that to patients is horrible. Any doctor that sees this, I hope they don't freaking hire you. I know that I would not ever want you hired in that facility where I work at. I would actually talk to my manager and be like, "Please do not hire this person. She did this," and I would rat you out because you know what? We don't do that. You don't do that. If you cannot stand a person, you don't do that, especially with anything to do with labs or anything like that. So stop it. And you're the one that made the label.
Sue them, Kiara King. Sue that medical office. There is
That's all, people. You have proof, right? I don't know how much money you can get, but I'm saying just to prove that it needs to stop. People need to be humans. People can't be animals all the time. As we proceed, people.
no way in hell that she misspelled your name from Kiara King to King Kong. Sue them. Okay? There is no way that shit autocorrected to Kong. And then she tried to come in and gaslight you. Then she tried to come in and say she went over it with you.
Kiara King to Kiara to King Kong. So the two words them never, it's like totally two different words. Get on the paper. As we proceed.
You didn't say nothing was wrong with it. Sue them people. You got every right. You got every right. People over here be playing in our faces. You a better woman than me because I would have put that office on blast and the name of that chick on blast. Okay, file your complaint. And when you said San Diego, I was like, oh yeah, the racists be racing out there, you know. But file your complaints, get you a lawyer, and tell us who it is.
Imagine going to get a blood test and the doctor's office writes King Kong on your blood test kit instead of your real name.
How do you misspell Kiara as Kong? That's insane.
Well, that is exactly what happened to Kiara King. She is claiming that while at Perlman Clinic in San Diego, California, this happened to
You see? And I'm gonna put the place on blast too. That's what we're supposed to do, people. We're supposed to put them place up on blast because them people have not play right. As we proceed.
How could that be a mistake? Because this King, that's my last name, right? Comma would be my first name, correct?
a TikTok video that has garnered millions of views. You can see Kiara confronting the girls that work at the doctor's office, asking who wrote King Kong on her blood test tube kit.
Like that's unacceptable. And even if it is a typo, which like if they want to pull that and say that that's what it was, how?
The woman responsible for writing this actually spoke to Kiara and told her she was typing really fast and she low-key blamed it on autocorrect. But Kiara was not having it. Doesn't understand how you can mistype Kong with Kiara. And when the woman actually spoke out saying how she checked the name with Kiara, Kiara threw a flag on the plate and said that is simply not true. It was a fabrication.
We didn't double check anything.
Throughout the video, you can see Kiara was getting a little bit frustrated and irritated with the women, but she gracefully kept her composure and she did not allow her frustration, seemingly being lied to, escalate the situation. She simply asked for the woman's name so she can make a report, which is definitely the best route to take in this instance.
So now you didn't check it. This is ridiculous. I'm done with this conversation. Please give me her name and I'll report it. Thank you.
In a follow-up video to this, Kiara said how she recently moved to San Diego from Chicago. She hates all the support she has gotten since this video has blown up on TikTok. I don't believe that Perlman Clinic in San Diego has spoken out regarding this, but something tells me that girl is going to lose her job. Microaggressions like this happen all the time in our country, and I am glad that Kiara spoke up, and I'm glad that she actually recorded the incident, and she handled herself very well throughout this entire situation. Neighbors, I am curious to know what y'all think regarding this. Let me know down in the comments. Microaggressions like this are totally unacceptable. Let me know y'all thoughts below. Peace.
Tell me what's wrong with this sample.
People, that's messy. When any one of them things are between, past and present, the difference is, right? There was no proof then. No. As them say here much gone and millions of you you hear people. So again, once you put it out there, it's out there. And it's out there for a change, people. Understand? As we proceed.
Racist, and they thought that shit was funny. Did they not think she was going to see it? Or, you know, that can endanger somebody's life by not putting the correct name on a sample? Y'all know that, right? Or y'all just that ignorant? Just the subtle, try to be subtle racism or in your face racism. And y'all try to act like you don't know what the hell is going on. Like, oh, y'all, I ain't see that. I ain't see that. Yeah, okay. It's been racism in the medical field for years. They are just getting rid of medical stuff in 2021 that's saying Black people feel more pain and they can withstand more pain than white people. So, yeah.
And that girl that went to that doctor's office and they labeled her sample as King Kong, you have the patience of a saint, because I would have tore that office the fuck up. I'm telling you, when she came in there talking about she accidentally mistyped your name, Kiera, as Kong, I would have tossed that bitch from wall to wall. I'm telling you.
Again, people, everybody has their own opinion because again, she not got jail. She's gonna be the one to go to jail, people. So on the angle, the situation always comes down to what? Because these things happen to get we pissed off and then we end up in a jail. Past, present, past, present, as we proceed.
It's Brownter in that motherfucker, because who is you playing with? Who is you playing with? And then when I hear her talking, you could tell she had an accent as if she was who are you to be racist in a time where they trying to deport motherfuckers for what they look like? You foul, stupid bitch. Like, and then I really hope she take them to court because she tried to lie and tell her she verified her name. Who the fuck would say their name is King Kong as a black person? Bitch, I swear, motherfuckers is getting bolder and bolder every day. I'm telling you, these doctor's office, hospitals, everywhere. You have to be careful with who you receiving care from, who you giving your money to, who's know your business and all that. Because imagine that being in your chart, King Kong, and they sitting back laughing, ha 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 ha. Hell no.
The amount of excuses. There was an absolutely easy way that this could have been handled.
Yeah, people, and that's what I'm saying. I look at it the easiest way, the way it could have been handled for me is don't write it at all. And if you write it, apologize for it. I don't see why a person would write something like that anyways, people. This is what I'm saying though. How can people have a brain and just have it in a sense that it's for them to use it to hurt other people? I'm telling you, the world, I know people, it's so amazing, but the people that are living in this world, there's so much people living in this world, different type of people. But I'm telling you, say we're supposed to be human number one, you know. But it seems like I said humanity gone through the door, or them bury humanity. As we proceed, people.
It was an absolutely easy way that this could have been handled. The nurse or whoever was told what the problem was. Yes, she said sorry, but was she really sorry? Because here's the reality. It's not hard to just take on the blame and give that woman back her power. She was hurt by these racist words. Whether it was an accident, a mistype, whatever, it doesn't matter. She was hurt by these words. Apologize. Whether you did it or not, say, what can I do to help? I am so sorry. That was wrong. What can I do to help? Not, here, I'll go fix it. Here, I'll go find out who did it. Oh, I must have done it on accident. No. She's hurting. She tells her over and over, do you understand how upset I am? She tells her, stop. Say clearly, give her back her power. Say, this was wrong. That is not okay. I am so sorry. What can I do to help you? And then do it. I can't even explain how many times I've messed up my words, how many times I've gotten defensive, how I can see myself in this situation, and you're working and you get caught up. Yes, it could have been an accident, but there's an easier resolve than being defensive. There's so much easier resolve than this arguing and like making the situation worse. Recognize the pain. This is a Black woman. They deal with this every single day. She has every right to be upset about that. It was
This accident happen every single day, people. You guys understand? This accident happen every single day. As we proceed,
painful. So please stop, focus on what you are saying. Think about who experienced the pain. Not only that, but it was in a medical facility where we're asked constantly if our address is correct, if our name is correct. So somebody knew she was going to see this.
and that's the thing though, people in a hospital and them, I'm telling you, say, and check on, then check you like 1,000 times to make sure that your name is correct. I may always wonder why. So situation like these don't happen, people. So for this situation to happen, it's like 1 in a billion type of thing, people. For her to type out a wrong name, because I'm telling you, so because of people medical wrong name can give wrong medication and them stuff there. So just to be working in a situation like this, people, as we proceed, past and present, people, I'm telling you, say, you see now it's changing, people. It's it's changing little by little as we proceed.
And on top of that, like in a medical facility, Black women are more vulnerable. We know this. We know this. So stop, think about it. If you're saying sorry, you find yourself saying sorry,
And you see, people, it's something that they know because it's something people do. I know they're living amongst evil people. It's funny. The people I know say evil people out there, you know. But can you separate evil people from the people them where I benefit from evil? And that's the question, you know, people. You have to really think about that, you know. Because they know evil is out there. As we proceed.
think about it. If you're saying sorry, you find yourself saying sorry, are you really sorry? Think about where you're supposed to be able to be understanding about what the mistake was and acknowledge it. Whether you did it or not, you can nip it in the bud right there and say, what can I do to help? That's it. That's all I got. So I don't know why people are arguing in the comments, well, what if and this and this and that. And well, maybe it was an accident, and maybe it was autocorrect, and maybe she was typing too fast, and all of these things.
Maybe she did it on purpose. What can it do? Not the truth, people, not the truth, not the truth. Anything but the truth. Oh boy. As we proceed, people.
It like this huge escalation instead of acknowledging that somebody could be hurt by that, especially someone that a Black woman. And so many times I see white body people do this online, in person. It has to stop. You are able to stop it. Use your privilege for good to stop what is happening. It would have been easier. Why did you have to amplify the pain? That's all I got.
Now here's the scenario, right? You're going to the doctors, routine checkup. They tell you, oh man, we have to do blood work, yada yada yada. You go in the room where they draw your blood, and this is on your blood vial. King Kong, and mind you, she's a Black woman at that.
King Kong. Her name is Kiera King. How do you get Kong from Kiera?
That's the thing, people. That I try to show you sometimes the impossible. Sometimes the impossible them I try to. Evil people. As we proceed, people.
Blatant racism. There's no way in hell you mixed up Kong with Kiera. And then in her video, she confronted the lady that was going to draw her blood. And the lady kind of didn't seem like shocked or apologetic. She apologized, obviously. But it's just like, she was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I'm so sorry that happened. Oh my God. Like, and the girl in the video is livid, rightfully so. Printing King Kong on a black woman's blood vial in a place where you're supposed to feel safe. They have all your information. You get what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
So I seen a video of the lady who went to her doctor's appointment, and her name is Kiara King. King is her last name, and on like the little sample vial or whatever, it says basically King Kong, which was incorrect because the last name, first name, anyway. And she was a black lady, and they put King Kong on her sample bottle, whatever. So she brings it up to the first nurse, and the first nurse immediately was like, "Oh, I apologize. Let me go see who did this." Which honestly, shout out to her. I understand, she wasn't expecting that. Then they go bring the actual medical.
But I'm saying though, people, it has to be several people look at that. It can't just be one person looking at those things though. They have several people working in all of those places, right? So for one person to see it and let it go by and don't even check on it. It's just a name, people, but me just I said it could be anything else in our hospital. And if you feel that weird about that, that much I share sometimes, people. If you feel that weird at people, as we proceed.
Shout out to her. I understand, she wasn't expecting that. Then they go bring the actual medical assistant that put that on her sample thing. And she was like, "Oh, no, what did she say first? Like, oh, I was the one that did it. Like, I apologize." I think she said it was a mistake or something. And shit was just not adding up. First of all, she tried to gaslight the patient by saying, "Oh, I had you verify the files before we left this examination room or whatever." Which, for most places, they would have you verify it. And so, when Kiera was like, "No, you did it," and literally was recounting what exactly they did, then all of a sudden it was, "Oh yeah, well, we didn't," and "Oh yeah, we just said, oh, you ready," and then you got out the room. Then also she gonna say, "Oh, sometimes I just type so fast that it might have been a typo." First of all, if I type in Kiera in my phone, Kong is not gonna be the autocorrect or whatever. So lie again. Even when you type it, that's not gonna be the autocorrect for spell check. So lie again. And also, if you are typing too fast and sometimes I don't see the words that I'm typing, should you be in charge of medical records? Help me understand. But yeah, shout out to her. She started recording. She did let them know that she was recording. And it's crazy. Even while recording, that second lady was basically trying to dodge accountability. Like, that's crazy. Now that medical practice gonna have to write a check, and then now you lost your job because first you writing Kong. It doesn't even make sense because, like, when you're reading the actual name, first name, last name, it will say Kong King.
You just want to be fucking funny. So now things are gonna get hilarious when you lose your damn job. And I don't know, maybe your medical license. I don't know how that works, but that's crazy. That if then, I would have just refused to come in there, especially if you're not gonna take accountability. You're gonna try to gaslight, and she recorded, child. Anyway, Kiara finna clean up. I know that's right.
How do you misspell Kiera as Kong? That's insane.
In the medical field, we need more Africans. We need more Africans in the medical field, or else this will continue to happen, and we will continue to complain. Nothing will change unless you guys, not me, because I don't want to do medicine. That's personal.
Okay. All right, people. Again, it's education. It doesn't matter what field you go into. It's education that puts you in any field that's worth something. We keep on saying it. So in the justice system, it needs education to go into the justice system. It needs education to make policies. All of these things is so important to education. Our education is so important too. As we proceed, people.
Not me, because I don't want to do medicine. That's personal preference. I just don't want to do medicine. But you guys, those who are young, alhamdulillah, those who are still in college, and those who are in high school, and those who are in middle school, we need you guys to become doctors and nurses and nurse practitioners, so that when I go to the hospital with my children,
Not just again the next generation he's talking to, but it's not just the medical field again, people. I'm telling you, say when Booker T. Washington did I give us skills, enhancement of skills, it was right across the board. And you see, now people are saying it past, present people, and he's pretty young, and he's telling the next generation. Books, education, policies, as we proceed.
hospital, we will be in good hands. You will take care of us. You will take care of your own community. We cannot continue to rely upon people who don't like us, and then we complain when they mistreat us. It will not change until we change ourselves, until we flood the medical field. And once we flood the medical field, they'll be happy because we're going to be just. We're going to be just. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So please, brothers and sisters, become doctors, become nurse practitioners, become nurses, become midwives, etc. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Did y'all see that video of that woman that went to that clinic to get whatever kind of care she was seeking? I don't give a damn what it was. I don't give a fuck if it was STD test. I don't give a damn. But while she was there, she noticed they wrote like on her thing to put her sample in, King Kong. Mind you, her name is Kiera King. But on her sample thing where they write your name, the patient's name, it said King Kong. Now, me personally, if I experienced that, I would start windmilling on every last one of them damn nurses that was in that damn facility.
People, I'm to say, yo, this violent thing, I have to take it out of our heads, the violence first. When we actually love the violence, until I said violence, self defense is different from violence, people. Totally agree with self defense. But in this situation, sue the place, get paid as we proceed.
He was very nice, very sweet about it, very professional in my fucking opinion, and asked them, so how did this happen? She goes, oh, it was a typo. Like I saw it on there, but I think it was a typo. I'm gonna like look into this further. Basically, she went to ask the person who put King Kong on this lady's sample thing why it's on there. The lady comes in the room, y'all. First of all, I can tell by the accent she's Hispanic. She's Hispanic. I can tell by the accent. There's no mistaking that. She goes, oh, like if you feel some type of way about it, like I can understand why you would feel some type of way about it. Feel some type of way about it, bitch. I'm about.
Okay, people. And again, I'm telling you, say evil come in any evil come in any form. Evil doesn't come in a color, so doesn't have to be no color person. It's just an evil person who did something like that.
There is no confusing Kiera King. My name is Kiera with King Kong. The characters of which my name is spelled aren't even close. There is no autocorrect when I type my name in anything. So I know for a fact it wasn't a typo. It wasn't a mistake. Y'all put that on there to be funny. Y'all are racist. And y'all are fucking ridiculous thinking that she wouldn't notice. It's a name she's had her entire life. Literally to from the day she was born up until this point. I hope she sues the shit out of that whole practice. I'm talking about sue them so bad that her name ends up on the doors.
That's the best of it, people. I'm telling you, it not change much, the situation what we have to deal with, I'm telling you, it has to change somehow. But we have to understand that these are the reason why certain things have to change. Because they make a perception reality. That's so disrespectful, people. That's why I say we have to love ourselves, people. Because no matter who it is, hate is hate. Just give us the equal opportunity to do. That's all. And the funny thing, people, I see like the DEI thing, it's affecting so much people. Because when them said DEI, they thought it was referencing just to black people, right? The it's called diversity and equity inclusion, I think it is, or something like that. But it's not just, it's about like inclusion of everybody. So people who are disabled, people, veterans, all of them things that everybody get like under the same umbrella. It wasn't just black people them up under the DEI thing. So now everybody I realize it'll affect everybody. Brother Trump a cut out everything people. This man is so the tariff for them what them are talk about now. Them will put it on everybody. And this a money I look for run for your next how much years? Next term, which is the next 4 years after the 4 years we do. And all of them things that people is pretty much how it was done in the past when the president become a dictator to change everything. And once him change everything, every other country that's in line with him, I forgot change everything too. So don't think so just America it affect right across the board. It's affecting right across the board, people. That's why I say past, present, question mark, future. I'm glad to see the young people that must step up and look at it to change it and encourage the next generation to change it. Feel good people. Because this is the money age or the money gen. All of the people them were happy and live good life. We're happy for I keep on saying it. It's not like say the people them will live a happy good life. Not supposed to be enjoying them happy good life. But just understand say it's not happy good life for everybody. People don't have the money to take care of everything. Have food on the table 24/7. Happy for Uno. I would like to see happiness spread out a little bit more. People keep on saying we're great. All of the great people them just keep on being great. It's rough, but not all the time. I'm trying to say that them are people living in the world and them not have nothing except life and them a live life and I love life. We just in the system where money make life pretty much. Money make life. But as we proceed, people, I said, I guess me have to go do my program them like shorter, like 3 program instead of like 1 program, 2 hour. I'm gonna tell you, say some of these programs, people, they can't be like, you know, 1 hour. But people, you know, can always listen and click off and listen again because you know so everything go right back from everything. I listen when I feel listening to people and understand, overstand. Right, people? We listen, we we educate, unity, love. Some people think they don't have a choice, you know. But I'm telling you, so you guys do. We all have a choice, people. When we make a choice. Always more to come, people. I'm out.